for Phoenix, playing under 500 basketball. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger. You left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. I heard my main man Dick Vitale say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I tell you. But, this guy, Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, he left school early, but he is something unique, different. But I thought bringing his skills to the NBA was big because that helps refine your game a little bit. He's ready. This guy was ready, Shaq.
I have an announcement. You know why he plays so well?
Why?
I'm his father.
Dun, 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 dun.
Love you, son. Congratulations.
That's one of the warmest and fuzziest stories I've heard all season long.
Way to keep up with him his whole life.
I've been working.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. They're ready for the tip. I've been working.
The enchanting sunset over the desert of Phoenix. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Suns. Back on the road tomorrow. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
Well, right now for the Suns, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly.
Lenz checked in for Chandler. Henry Sims comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And Curry subbed in for Booker. Then for the Jazz, Alec Burks checked in for Hood in Favors. Alec Burks is out there with Freak, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. The Suns third.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
And George, here we go. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up. Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. Utah leading by 5. Outside Favors. Hayward goes in. The shot by George, wide open. Sims with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns. He told me it's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, it really makes sense to have their defense poised to deal with the great shooters on the floor tonight.
It really does. If they can't keep the damage done by those guys to a minimum, then it's going to be a long night.
No secret about that. I mean, when they're able to get into a rhythm shooting the ball, they can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry.
And he gets it to go. Favors has got 5 now.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Suns trail by 8. Now, here's Knight. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him, passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Max checked in for Gordon Hayward. Utah's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Now Burks. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's George. And Gobert kicks to Mack. The offensive rebound. George against Knight. It's stolen by Curry. Dishes to Knight. He kicks to Len. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
They're really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Favors with the screen. Lock at 6. And George, here we go. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season,
and he knocks down the first one. Kevin Seraphin is checked in for Len. And George drops them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Sims kicks to Seraphin. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Seraphin's got his first bucket of the night. Utah leading by 6. Favors with a screen on Knight. Here's George. Feeds it to Favors. Down low, Gobert dishes to Burks. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Knight against George. Off the screen. Rebound, Utah. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that went, I mean, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. I mean, they exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Outside Curry. The dish to Knight. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Knight's got 7. Jazz leading by 8. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Knight against George. Knocked loose. 4-on-3 break. Shoots from the elbow. The shot's good from Sims.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
And so. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Favors and Gobert are the shot-blocking duo inside. Freak is out there with Hood, and it's Hayward in at the three. And the rejection by Favors. George with the ball, and it's Knight picking him up. Hayward goes in. He dishes it to Hood. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Oh, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg.
The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Brooklyn Nets.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for him. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game. But when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
Clock at 4. Favors with the screen. George passes to Favors. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Favors has got 11 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
They set the pick. And the pass to Seraphin. 13 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Now let's send it to Dort.
Warriors got the job done. He picked up 16 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. The cherry on top for him, in addition to his outing, was ending the losing streak his team had been suffering through. We all know how big those moments can be for a team, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
What a game for Favors. He's got 13 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. Jazz leading by 10. Favors with the screen. And George kicks to Burks. Back to George. 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Go. .106 left in the first half of basketball. Knight dishes to Booker. They set the screen. Sims, the pass to Knight. Pulls up on the elbow. It's hauled in by George.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Inside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The Jazz have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
The shot by Knight, no good.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Warren with the ball, and Burks picks him up defensively. Phoenix, no good that time either. Here's Mack. He's guarded by Knight. That shot wide open. 9 points for Freak.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Knight. Excellent D there from George. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Jazz lead